The Spider-Men break their silence for the first time since the release of No Way Home.
I knew if I was patient, this day would come.
Oh, hi! It's the best geek news. Hello. If you're watching this again, I'm still in cryo sleep, but don't you worry. Our Earth correspondent Nick Floyd is going to keep you up to date with the best news today. So dial him up, space computer, and Godspeed.
Dialing.
Yep, I'm still here, episode 520. There's not a lot to talk about, so let's just get this over with.
Can't you see we don't want you anymore?
Tom, Toby, and Andrew finally unite for a half-hour conversation talking all things Spider-Man. They cover everything you've been wanting to know about since before No Way Home was released. One thing that really stood out to me, though, is that Tobey Maguire said that No Way Home doesn't necessarily close his chapter of Spider-Man just yet. In other news, water is wet.
Oh, come on!
During a recent podcast interview, James Gunn said he was working on another Suicide Squad spin-off series for HBO Max that's set in the same universe as Peacemaker. And while we don't know anything outside of that, if it's not a Weasel series,
I don't want it.
The final trailer for Uncharted has been released today, and is it just me or does it look like an entirely different movie each time they release a trailer for it? It's probably just me.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yourself.
McFarlane Toys added a handful of new figures from the Batman to the DC Multiverse lineup.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Listen, I'm not saying they look bad, but...
Just tell me the truth.
Okay, fine. They're not great. It actually reminds me a lot of that time that Target released that figure that was supposed to be Aquaman, and Disney released the doll that was supposed to look like Emma Watson as Belle.
Well played.
And finally, in an interview with The Independent,
Trent Krim, The Independent.
Ron Perlman said that he and Guillermo del Toro, quote, owe it to the fans to make Hellboy 3. And I couldn't agree more. However, if they really want to give us the epic conclusion we deserve, I'd say HBO should just give Del Toro a full miniseries to wrap up Ron Perlman's Hellboy story. Is a Hellboy series something you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments. Chris will be back next week, so until then, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, hope you enjoyed the show. Find me on Twitter at Chris Killian or Instagram at CK Comedy. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up for support and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our other videos.